Are you a victim of domestic violence? Since 2013, From Ordinary to Extraordinary has helped over 3,000 women, and we want to continue to rebuild the community with one family at a time. Please make a donation or sign up for volunteer opportunities today at imfote.org. No matter how you choose to get involved, know that every bit counts. From Ordinary to Extraordinary is a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to empower women and girls that have experienced domestic violence.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Hola. Good morning.
Good morning.
Buenos dias.
Buenos
Mi gente. I just gave you every Spanish word I got. That's it. I gave you everything. Oh, bendición. Y'all don't know that. That's the one. Y'all don't know that. When somebody says God bless you, say bendición. They say bendición. So what's up, y'all? Good morning. It's Friday. We made it. Oh, and I know the numbers. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I know that. I used to know exactly what to say at a funeral. How do you say, they rest in peace and stuff like that. But I lost it. Good morning. Hola, Ashley. How you doing? So yeah, it's Friday, y'all. We done made it to a Friday. I am tired.
Yes.
If I look rough, I feel rough. I look how I feel. Nikki White Chocolate in the building. So yeah, we done made it. That's a good thing. That's a beautiful thing. A whole week went by, and we are that much closer to Christmas. So if you don't have your Christmas shopping done, the home stretch is on the way. It's here. It's not on the way. It's here. What's today? Today's date is the 16th. Obviously, Christmas Eve is the 24th. Some people open their presents on the 24th. Some people open their presents on Christmas Day. Mo, are you a Christmas Eve opener or Christmas Day opener before I get to your night?
I am a Christmas Day opener, but I know you being our resident Puerto Rican expert, I know y'all open presents the night before and party. So I think yes. my inner side is definitely Puerto Rican because I'll be wanting to.
Yeah, I'm not a big Christmas fan, but we do open Christmas Eve. But now, when it was just our family in New York at midnight, first of all, the parties were different. The party situation was different in New York. It was a real, like, it was a party, but it was a circus. It was a mess. It was crazy. So midnight, we would open the gifts up. The kids would stand by the tree, and my dad, and there was a lot of kids. The only problem we had is if we had a guest at the party who had kids, because our grandparents would be like, we can't open the gifts.
Oh, because we don't have any for our guests.
We don't have any. So why the fuck did you invite them?
Yes.
You knew you ain't buy these kids shit. Why you invite them?
They didn't have no extra dollars from like the dollar store.
There was no dollar store back then.
Yeah.
Back then they were toys that I got that cost the actual dollar. There wasn't no dollar stores back then. We would be like this, ice grilling these kids, like, get the
like why they have to come.
We sit there like this because their parents is partying.
Yes.
But then when my kids now, when we were here at my mom's house in Jersey, we opened some gifts from the grandparents at midnight. Then Christmas Day, we'd open the rest of the gifts. I don't know what we're gonna do this year. I have no clue. I haven't planned it. But yeah, that's our Christmas. Shani, you don't really, and this is why this is another check mark on my checklist of conquering Shani. The new TV series called Conquering Shani, starring Michael Shawn and nobody else. Conquering Shani. But this is one thing on the list. Shani and her family really don't get down with the Christmas thing. But I will let you explain, Shani. I will let you explain.
No, we don't. We don't do, there's no tree, there's no opening of presents, there's none of that. We go to sleep Christmas Eve and we wake up when we feel like it and we eat whatever I cook. Now, when they were younger, they have had the Christmas experience, but it got to a point to where the one year that I knew I wasn't gonna be able to do it, when I found out I had breast cancer and I talked to the girls, I was like, okay, things are gonna be different. And they said, mommy, we know that Santa Claus is not real and that's you. I said, how long y'all known this? Like, we've known for years. I'm like, well, if y'all would have told me, it's like, yeah, we don't have to do that. We don't care. And they don't care. I mean, they get stuff throughout the year, so it's not like we got to focus on this one day.
Oh man, that needed to be a sound effect. Something need to be there. Mama, we know Santa ain't real. Them little girls.
Slow down. Okay.
Them little girls like 4 years old.
And go.
Mama, we know Santa ain't real. Well, how long you known that?
Yeah, that's how it was. And they were about, okay, so they're 14. He's 14. I can't do the math. But they might have been like 8, 9.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, that happened. That same scenario happened to me, but they were 17.
Okay, I can't go back and forth.
It was 17. Dad, I know Santa ain't real. And why you drink so much? What the fuck you had to add that for? Like what?
Yeah, my kid got me this year. You know, I held out as long as I could. I used to threaten his cousins. I was like, if y'all tell him that Santa Claus and Christmas is not real, I'm gonna beat you.
I don't understand why we are so adamant to
because
make kids believe a lie.
My son is.
I get it.
On a spectrum, and so Christmas is one of his joys. So I want him to have joy. And so this year he was like, parents lie. Y'all wrap the presents.
See?
I know that there's no such thing as Santa Claus.
See?
And I told him I pay.
Oh, now you're gonna keep the lie going. That is
I still gotta pay for the toys.
You still gotta pay for your toys.
It's gone. It's gone. But I always told him I had to pay for the toys because I didn't want him to think this random white man came and stunk in the house and brought him free stuff. So I've always said I had to pay Santa. But yeah.
And I think they figured it out. I think they probably were like 4 and 5 when they figured it out, because I think one Christmas they spent with their dad, and they were like, well, we put cookies out for Santa, but we saw they're eating them.
He broke the rules.
He broke the rules.
One year he had me making ninja cookies, shaped cookies, and then I had to decorate them. I was like, why we can't just buy regular Chips Ahoy, Santa Fat? He like anything that we put out.
Yo, Shawnee's kids knew everything early in the game. They were like, Mama, we know them noises are coming out the bedroom ain't got nothing to do with exercise.
I can't with you.
Good morning, Bishop.
Good morning, Bishop.
Good morning, Bishop. Right on time.
Mama, we know when you say, oh God, that ain't got nothing to do with praying.
That's a traumatic experience for kids. That's triggering. Y'all have been there. That's traumatic. Shut up, Michael Shawn.
Mike is, I don't know.
Mama, you nasty. That's when you got them smart kids, they pick up on it. They be in the same room. They be talking to each other. You know she ain't praying right.
You know what? You know what?
There ain't no God in that. You know that, Tam. There ain't no God in that. What she doing in there?
Terrible.
Why you should not do that when your kids are at home.
Your kids are at home. Thank you, Shani. Thank you, Shani.
That knocking on the wall. He ain't beating her at all. He ain't beating her.
I am not.
All right. How was your night, Mo? How was your night?
Clearly not as exciting as yours. You're chipper this morning.
Oh man, I'm tired. Look at my eyes.
So no, I am super tired. I have a long weekend ahead of me. And I don't know if what my plans are going to look like for the holidays, because the airline, it switched up on me real quick.
Oh,
the price. Yes.
You going to take the train?
Planes and automobiles.
God got skin on it. Yeah. I agree with you, Bishop. I agree with you.
But yeah, I worked last night.
How much? Wait, how much did the prices go up?
Almost double.
Oh, wow.
So they're like 1,000. They're close to like $800 for.
Yep. Yeah.
Shani, is that some popcorn merch of the girls you wearing? Yeah, that is popcorn merch. Yeah. Look at me answer for Shani. We just found out. We just found out her kids found out she wasn't praying when she was saying, "Oh God," at 11 o'clock at night in the bedroom. I'm disgusted right now. I can't even believe she laughed at the joke because it was real. I'm disgusted. $800 just for a regular flight on Frontier Spirit too.
And I need 2 tickets. So
$800 on Frontier.
Yeah,
like
it's Christmas.
Something 7 on Frontier and 8 on the others.
Oh wow!
Damn, son. But Mo, I'm not.
If I drove there, it would be 12 hours. But I'm not doing that.
This is what, and I hate when people do this to me. I hate when people do this to me. But Christmas fall at the same time on the same date every year. Why did you wait?
Absolutely, because I had some other obligations, and I was tracking my fare so that I can get the best rate. And I closed my eyes for a little bit, opened it back up for a little bit, and the price changed.
Did you try Hooper or is it Hopper?
Yes,
Hopper?
I got Hopper. I got Priceline. I got a whole bunch of other ones. So I'm gonna check today because you know that they go up and down, like they do that. So I'm gonna check again today.
Did you try that airline called Run a Motherfucker's Pockets? Did you try that? You ain't try that airline? You ain't try and get your airline ticket paid for it? You ain't try.
Yeah, but his money is my money now, and I just think that that's a little bit. That's $1,600 for airfare. Then we going on a cruise, remember? So I just think that's astronomical.
You're going on a cruise when? Is it right after Christmas?
Yeah, for New Year's. It's a New Year's Eve cruise for 6 days. Gabe's birthday.
Okay, well, hey, you got to pick and choose what holidays y'all gonna be together. See, this is
another. Not normally.
This is another negative on Christmas. The pressure that you have to get to your family, to be around them, because if you're not around them, people act like, or you're not around a certain person or certain people act like, oh, that's messed up. You couldn't make it out here on Christmas. Let me tell you, when did Christmas?
But $1,400 to $1,600 to spend on 2 airline tickets to me
it's a lot of money.
It's ridiculous, and I would not. I don't care even if I had it just to like burn. I think that that's ridiculous. I'm not doing that.
I can't believe you can't make it here for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. It's just Saturday and Sunday. That's all I'm missing.
I'd rather put that back into my business than to sit there and squeeze it to the airlines for something that normally costs $100 to $300 tops. Yeah, and I'd be looking sideways at Frontier if they ask me for $300.
You know what I hate? When something happens, right? And let's say I'm selling water and I'm the only one who has the water, but Michael Shawn is selling it. And I got bottles of water and I sell it for $100 a bottle, right? Because I'm the only person within 15, 20, 30 miles that has water. They come at me and say it's price gouging. They'll come at me and I can actually get in trouble for price gouging. But when the airlines do the same thing during the holidays, the exact same thing.
Absolutely.
It is straight legal to run people's pockets for almost double and triple of what. Can you imagine what a first class ticket must go for right now?
I don't. I've seen first class tickets in upwards of $3,000, $4,000 for a domestic flight. And I think that is grotesque.
Yeah, I'm gonna book my flight.
I don't understand how a flight last week. If you see a flight last week and it was say $300 or $200, how can you turn around and charge $800 or $900 for that same flight the following week?
What, you got a celebrity pilot we don't know about that's gonna fly this bitch? You got to what we got? What?
Oh God!
What the hell we got going on here?
Kevin Hart is in the cockpit.
Kevin Hart is really flying the soul plane. Is that what you're saying?
Mary J. Blige is one of the stewardess.
Yeah. Kanye gonna be a celebrity pilot. We don't know where we gonna land.
It's gonna be somewhere magical.
It could be anywhere. You get on a flight, you land in the Netherlands. You're like, wow, we in the Netherlands. Kanye's the pilot, y'all. We're in the Netherlands. Yes.
it's crazy.
Shani Scott, how was your night? That is disgusting. That is disgusting that they
So
be
we'll
running you
see.
like that.
We'll
That
see.
is horrible. Especially because
If
they
not,
making
we'll be in
money.
Dirty Jersey.
Dirty Jersey. Shani, what's going on? How was your night?
Well, my day, I had problems with the airlines too, Mo. So
No.
yeah. So I didn't make it to New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't make it because they say that the weather was bad. It was too bad. So the
It was, Shani. It was.
Frontier canceled the flight. However, when I was on my way to the airport, I was talking to Mike, and he said, "Okay, girl, I'm gonna pray that you have a safe flight." And I think that he prayed that my flight would not take off. I think that's what really happened because I did not make it there, but it's okay because I had eyes on you, right?
Well, you can't pray and negativity happens. So I think that he was in his do he got a lock of your hair?
Look at this.
I don't know. Did you take a lock of my hair?
Yeah,
No.
even I did, it would have been the wig, so it wouldn't have counted. It wouldn't have been your actual, you know what I'm saying? I got to get in your hair to take the lock out. Okay, not that I know about this stuff.
Don't front.
I'm not saying that my grandmother taught me about.
I take the wig off tonight, so you see my hair.
Had the wig off in front of you.
Oh, you really exposing stuff, huh? Go ahead, keep talking.
You ain't seen me without the wig. I picked you up from the airport without the wig on.
So continue the story.
Yeah, but yeah, so I didn't make it, but Mike did his show. Somebody was in the audience. They watched you. So I heard you did a good job. But I just didn't understand why I didn't get no phone call last night. I'm talking to him since.
You didn't call from New York?
I got work to do.
Mike.
I'm not the check-in boy.
Sir,
you got me confused with that group.
Okay.
She knew I was okay.
She didn't. Not until this morning.
She knew. She just trying. Now she trying to act brand new. She a brand new single dropping right now. This is a brand new single drop. None of this pressure. It always when this damn square pops up is when the new Shani has to pop up. It'd be a brand new, especially when Mo hit the square.
I don't know.
I ain't heard from him. I ain't even talked to him. He didn't even call and say I made it home. Nothing. So I don't know what he did last night. I don't know why he's so tired.
Oh my God.
Anyway, today, yes, we do have the girls are doing their popcorn. That's their little shirt they came up with, popcorn.
Very cute.
So
I
yeah.
love it.
So I'll see Mike whenever.
So
how was your show, Mike? How was your night?
My show was excellent. I saw a comedian friend named Roberto Vanderpool, who I started literally. We would run the streets.
Oh, yes. He was on the what's the name comedy show? I heard it on the air up here. Yes.
And he was in the movie The Cookout with Queen Latifah. It was about the basketball player. Him and Ja Rule they were partners coming to the Cookout. He's on tour with Tracy Morgan right now. He's the host on the Tracy Morgan tour. Me and this dude go way. One of the reasons why I went was to see him because we've never connected. Some guys would say pause after that. I'm not gonna say pause because I didn't want to say it. But I get guys would say pause. But I really did want to see Rue. Like he's one of these comedians that people do know, but a lot of people should know more. And Prince used to come to New York and request him. He would go to the comedy show. Prince. I'm talking about Prince, who used to be the artist formerly known to Whole Nine. That's where I met Prince. That's where I saw Prince standing right next to me. And I told the story. I gazed into his eyes. And I did gaze.
I just have one question.
I paused.
You said gaze into his eyes.
Yes,
pause.
I did.
Was his butt cheeks out when you did that?
No, I just went, oh, wow. And he just looked. Yo, whatever this dude.
Than him, though.
Yes, whatever this dude, but he had his joints on. Whatever God put in, whatever he dashed into Prince, I wish he would have just put like 2 spoonfuls in for me. I just would have just 2. I don't need the whole thing.
You're great too.
No.
Everybody's great in their own way.
There's something about this man's quietness that literally I'm not saying this to be funny. Like when he turned his head, it really felt like it was slow motion. And he just turned around and looked. And I was like, oh, shit. I said, Prince. He said, yeah.
You connected.
And that was it. I was like,
energy. Like that was energy. You
I have
connected.
seen, that's only happened twice. But anyway, I didn't know when I talked to Rue, who I hadn't seen. We would do comedy shows, and then we go to a place called Pluck You and just eat these chicken sandwiches.
The
yeah.
chicken.
And when they first came out, Chick-fil-A had nothing on Pluck You.
Yeah.
Yo, Pluck You was so crazy.
Yeah.
The only problem is they started opening them all over the city. And as usual, when you start opening all these things up, for some reason, the quality just goes down. I don't know what it is. It goes for Olive Garden. It goes for all these. I used to love Olive Garden. Wingstop. I used to love them. Then all of a sudden, they started going everywhere. And I swear nobody follows the same recipe. I think everybody freestyles and just make except for Chick-fil-A. So I didn't know he went to Prince's house twice.
Oh, wow.
He went to Prince's house twice. So I said, Rue, you got to come on the show. Like, you got to tell us a story on what it was like going into Prince's house. So I was over there, hung out with him, but I parked by a hydrant. I parked next to a hydrant, and I didn't mind the ticket. I was just scared. It didn't say tow away. So I didn't get to hang out as much as I wanted to. Like, I didn't get to take pictures and stuff like that. They took pictures of us because there was a Syracuse alumni were doing the show. There was a show at the New Eureka Poets Cafe, a legendary spot.
Orange and blue.
Yeah, they were there. I guess it was like a fundraiser, like what you did. It bugged me out because I was like, "Hey, this is what Mo does." So Mo, you need to. I got the comedians. We're good. We're good. You just gotta say go. But I did that. Okay, so let me tell you, y'all know I got a job. Y'all know I have a job. It's because I burnt my career and personal life down to the ground. And that's why I'm working at the UPS store. So now they like me there. So now my shifts have gone they like me so much that I do double shifts. I take off so I can do a podcast and pick up my kids, and then I can come back. So I get like a 2.5 hour lunch.
Oh.
Then I come back. Then I come back at 3. But I'm now at the computer taking people's mail and doing like this. Oh damn, Mo broke out. So I'm like, if you come, Shani, you want to send the merch and you're like, I need this second day, or I'm trying to get you the least expensive rate. So I say ground, whatever. Oh, I wish Mo could be here to watch this.
She's probably gonna come back. I think her computer just.
So at this point, I'm not even thinking about somebody going in there and knowing me.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
So a young lady comes in, and she's black. I was like, hey, how can I help you? And she has a letter that has to be, it's a lawyer, it's going to lawyers, it's a lawyer firm that the person must work for. So I was like, damn, I don't even know how to do these. They didn't teach me how to do just regular mail. They taught me how to do the boxes and everything like that. Regular mail, I didn't know if there was a difference. I called somebody over, and the girl was like, Michael? I said, oh, shoot.
You said your whole name. But I thought you said they call you Michael there.
No. They call me Michael. The people coming in don't call me Michael. I ain't even got a name tag. You don't even know my name. I don't got my name. She went like this. She had a hoodie on, and she took the hoodie down, and I still didn't recognize this bitch. Like, she took the hoodie down like I was gonna know who it was. So I lied. I was like, oh, wow.
Hey.
And she was like, yes, it's Kim. I said, Kim.
Hey, girl.
Anyway, Kim was a girl who was in high school, but was I was like a junior, senior, and she was like a freshman, sophomore, whatever she was. But in high school, that's super younger than you. That's like that divide. And she had like a crazy crush that was going on. But she was little, like she was a little girl. Like, I don't know why I thought she was. I even looked at people like that in high school. Anyway, all of a sudden it hit me. I know she knows what I've done. And I'm like, this bitch had a crush on me, and she's gonna go tell somebody, yo, he's working at the UPS mail store.
Oh shoot, I can't get to the other page.
Yo. All that went through my mind, yo. I said, damn. I almost wanted to explain that I had a show in New York that night. Like, whoa. You know, it's the holidays, trying to pick up some extra money.
But why does that make you feel some type of way? Because they see you at the UPS store working.
Because like if she hit me on Instagram and whatever like that, I don't even know what her Instagram is because we didn't even get that deep. Because she said you look good, and you know when somebody says you look good, you got to say so do you. And she went and talked to the manager, and then that was the last conversation we had. So what? At least you got to. I know, Stacey, my ego is vanity. It's vanity. And I was like, she thinks she better than me.
No. Oh my God.
This heifer thinks she's better than me. She was super nice. I was like, boy, oh boy. I gotta get this popping. I gotta get my life together.
You have a good, honest job. So
yeah, I get it.
They don't know if you the co-owner, if you're thinking about buying the spot. They don't know.
She know because she know the lady who run the place, so she know.
So
I ain't even explain.
That lady might be going through something and having some financial issues, and she got to sell it. She don't know.
So we had the 5. I think we talked for like 8 seconds. She was like, "Please, you work? Did you exactly, Yams? Exact. That's what I was saying." I said, Then she hit me with the polite, "Oh, you look good." Yeah, shut up. You just saying that because I got this damn UPS light, whatever aqua colored jacket on. You trying to make me feel nice. I wanted to say you still got skin problems. No, I'm playing. But she looked like she was doing her thing, and she was working for a firm and everything. So I was like, damn, I sunk. I was in a sunken place for a few. Like I had to walk to the back for a little bit and regain my composure. Even though I was happy-go-lucky. Like I've been happy-go-lucky with all the customers in there. That's why they keep saying, "Oh my God, you're so good with everything." Because I really don't. Might as well. I don't half the time. I kind of know what I'm 70% know what I'm doing. So the rest, I don't know what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is keeping conversation going with the customers. If I can make them giggle, they're more patient if they laugh. Like if they laugh, they're more patient. When I call somebody over, when I do the wave, like, yep, I need somebody. So that's my technique. Make them giggle, make them laugh from the door. Like the rain was out and I had to talk about the rain and talk about getting my hair wet, and all this other stuff. But that was it. Then I went to New York, did the comedy show, told you about that, and drove through that damn rain. And that rain was horrible. It just rained. It just kept raining. Like that's the one thing that Shani didn't lie about. It just kept raining. It rained from South Jersey to me parking the car in Manhattan on Avenue A, 4th and Avenue A, and parking the car by a hydrant. And then I walked in the rain. Then I went into the club. Then I left the club and came right back in the rain. And a homeless guy hit me with the Merry Christmas. Like if he wished me a Merry, like I was gonna hit him with some money. I was in a rush. No, he just had to come. He was like, "Merry Christmas, my brother."
And you didn't drop nothing in it?
No, I didn't drop anything in it. But then when I came back to check on the car, the same guy said, "Merry Christmas, my brother." And he was homeless, but he was on a cell phone talking to somebody. I said, what plan do you have?
But they killed it with cell phones. They set up little stations. Well, at least here they have little stations, little tents and tables that they set up, and people can come and get a free cell phone.
Oh, so they don't have to pay for the service or anything? It's just free service?
It's free service now. It's very limited. They don't get an iPhone. It's like a flip phone or something like that.
They can just call like the radius is probably like a few miles that they can call.
I think they get so many. They get so much like a month or something that they can use Obama phones. Yeah, it's something.
Is that what it is? Obama phones for real? Is that what it's called? Or y'all just playing?
I don't know if it's really called Obama phones, but I think it's something that he put in place. But yeah, they all have phones. Like the little event that we're going to Saturday to make this donation to this homeless. I can't remember their name. I'm sorry, but they are providing IDs for the homeless people. So it's not a Texas ID, but it's an ID that have a picture of them, their name, address. Because some homeless people, homelessness looks so different now.
It's all bad. Like I feel bad. Like I don't care that they have cell phones. I'm not saying it, and people are like, "Well, you homeless? What you got a cell phone for?" No, it just bugged me out when I came back. He was on the phone. I was like, "Oh damn!" I said, "Okay." And I passed him twice. Didn't get. I feel bad for not giving him any, but I can't give everybody. First of all, I don't have cash on me.
Yeah,
Like
you ain't
homeless,
right.
like no real talk. Like if Obama wanted to help the homeless, he should have gave them a phone and a debit card reader. What do you call the debit cards where you can swipe and you get paid?
What you just called it?
A debit card reader. They should have both. They should be like, yo, I take cards. Hey, can I take cards? That would be easier. It really does look different. Yeah.
It does.
If I could swipe my card, I probably would give homeless people more money because I just don't have any cash. And if it might be, I don't even carry change anymore. I used to be good for carrying change. Somebody said, you got a quarter. I always had a quarter for the vending machine. Once they changed the vending machines to using your debit card, I ain't need no change no more. Like it took forever for me to put air in my tire because I had to remind myself to bring 2 quarters because it wouldn't take nickels. So I needed 2 quarters. It took me 2 weeks to remind myself to take 2 quarters. Like 2 weeks. That's how bad I am with change and regular money. I don't deal with that currency anymore.
And then you got there and now you can swipe your card for your air machine.
Yeah, some air machines. This air machine, which is the most powerful air machine I've ever used in my life. Like you just put it in, like pause. You just put it in and like, and your tire. Be careful, you will blow your tire up. Be careful. That thing is crazy. It's all of 60 seconds, and your tire. I don't care. Your tire could be flatter than flat, and you blow that thing up in 60 seconds. I don't know who put that together, but it's a great air tire. All right, so let's get to the show.
Okay.
I don't even know what we got because I was doing comedy shows because I'm trying to get my life
we
back.
got the Knicks Christmas party.
Oh man. Let's just y'all probably thinking what is the big deal?
The Knicks Christmas party.
Y'all probably thinking what is the big deal? Oh, you told me you lied to me. You told me we had more. You lied.
Well, we already talked about Frontier, so
I'm just gonna put this Christmas.
We got Trevor Noah, so you got to do the Knicks first, and then that'll lead into Trevor Noah.
All right, so the Knicks, I guess, had a Christmas party, and all the players on the Knicks. I'm trying to think if they have a white player. Yeah, they do have a white player. They maybe have 1 or 2 white players. So that being said, you already know the rest of the team is black. They took a Christmas holiday picture with their significant others. And I just want the ladies who are watching right now to tell us what is wrong with this picture. Okay. I want y'all to point it out. And I want, when y'all see the picture, if you're watching, Stacy, Ashley, White Chocolate, and anybody, and fellas, you too, I want you to comment after you see the picture on what is wrong with this picture.
Snowstorm hit the Knicks Christmas party last night. There's one black lady in that picture, and she's with a white foreign player. Obviously, you know, we could sit here and roll out pictures that you can find on Google Images of me. Anybody that knows me knows I got no problem with this. But it is interesting and raises a question about what's going on with black men and black women. There's an issue between the black man and the black woman, the patriarchy and the matriarchy. White guys are aware that men are being emasculated. Black guys are aware that men are being emasculated. Black men, with their actions, are starting to, in my view, reject black women because black women are uninterested in a role where they follow a man. I'm not saying that explains all of this, but it's out there and it needs to be discussed, and we're going to.
Yo, you can say whatever you want. I'm not saying he's absolutely right, and you can't put a glove on everything. You can't put everybody in a box.
He's absolutely right about what?
I didn't say he was right. I said he has a point that there is a divide between black, and I'm Puerto Rican, so I need Jay Black here. But I see a lot of black guys not effing with black women. Like for real, for real. Now, I see a lot of black guys who do F with black women, but it seems like when you go up that ladder, that economic ladder, and you start blowing up, I've never seen an NBA team where every black dude was with a white girl. I've never seen that ever. And Michael Jordan loves some white women, allegedly, but he still had a black woman as his wife.
He's married to a white woman now.
Yeah, now he's married to her. LeBron still got a black woman. Dwayne Wade got a black woman. I'm not saying you're supposed to love who you love, but there is something going on right now. And I don't have a doctorate. I don't know what it is, but what he said.
What he said, what? Because I'm going to play this back where you say he's absolutely right.
No, I didn't say that. I said he had a point.
Family.
He has a point.
What you might say when that first hit. You said he's absolutely right.
I didn't say he's absolutely. I said he has a point. He has a point. Sometimes there are dudes who are saying, I don't want to deal with the situation or having a fight to be the leader in my house. Some people are saying that. There's actually, listen, I don't know what it is, but if we do not address that there is something going on in society where this picture is coming up.
So how is it that black men cannot run their houses if they are with a black woman?
Because the turn up has to happen. I'm not saying you, and I'm not saying all black women.
I'm not talking about me, but what
I'm saying
to happen?
There is a obstacle that you have to get to with a black woman having to. I'm going by what they said, not me. I can't speak for all black men. That's why I'm going by what has been said to me. I can't take having to. Everything has to be the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like we always it's got to be some type of rebel situation where we got to be at the top of our lungs going back and forth.
So we do know that before the Real Housewives of Atlanta, what started that franchise was the Real Housewives of Orange County.
Yeah.
We do know that. So that was the image that we got first, which was a group of white women who were controlling their homes.
Not the women from Jersey.
So
the Jersey Housewives.
No, I'm talking about where this all started, because we went to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and every black woman, just like every white woman, don't want to be a real housewife of anything.
Got them Jersey Housewives. They was letting their man lead. They was letting them Italian dudes lead.
That's a small percentage. So
well, your example is a small percentage.
I mean, and that's my point. So why is it that the small percentages get put on all black women? What the problem is with these black men, what the problem is number one, I don't feel like hearing about what happened to you growing up. I came from a single family home too. So that's not an excuse as to why you cannot make decisions. I don't feel like hearing your excuses. I don't feel like hearing why you can't, because at the end of the day, I have to make it happen. I don't get a pass as a black woman. I don't get that. So if you don't have enough pride in your own self to decide that, you know what, I'm going to build with a black woman and make this whole thing stronger and better, shut the fuck up. Then go.
That's exactly it right there. That's why they don't fuck with you.
Go get the snow bunny.
That's exactly why you just said you literally
you end up on one of these little tabloids dead because she done stabbed you, or she killed you and set it up to look like something else. Don't run over here to the black women and be like, oh, I can't believe this happened.
Do you see the attack? You're in attack mode already.
The attack came on me because Jason Whitlock started that. That's where the attack started. When you say black women can't.
That's having a conversation, and wait. We're having a conversation, and immediately you go to 100 on the turn up.
I do, because
this is a conversation.
Black women were attacked.
This was not an attack. This was an observation.
Yes, that is an attack. What Jason Whitlock said. That is an attack, Mike.
First of all, it's an opinion and an observation that he said. But this is my thing. This is my thing. If a man has an observation, this is what has to happen.
Okay, when a black woman does what she needs to do, it's an attack.
If that's what he's saying there's something here, there's a reason why, and we can have a conversation, not an argument, not a turn up. But this is the example I'm talking about.
And you know what? Black women said this
and the first thing
years ago. Why wasn't it a conversation then? Don't tell me to calm down now after I've been trying to talk to you about this for 30 fucking years.
And men have been trying to talk.
Now it's me. I'm the problem.
Men have been trying to talk also.
No, they
have been. First of all, the first thing you said is, I don't care what you've been through. It's the first thing.
At this point, I don't.
Okay, so then we shouldn't be together. So let me go get this white girl who cares what I've been through.
Exactly. That's exactly what you need.
But that's the point. The attack is if I say something you don't like, this is what it turns into. It can't just be a back and forth on a dialogue. It has to be. Now I have to be reminded about. Now you just said, I don't care what you've been through. But then in your statement, I got to be reminded about what you've been through. So the hypocrisy in that in itself is crazy.
No, the hypocrisy is that when this conversation first came up, Black men pushed us to the side. This ain't the first time.
First of all Black men didn't push you to the
side. Jason Whitlock is not fuck Jason Whitlock. Like Afro Queen said, he don't even like himself. Okay, so this is not the first time this has come up. It's not going to be the last time. But don't come to me as a Black woman and tell me, well, see, this is why we can't do. I'm trying to talk.
He didn't say that.
Well, Black women have been trying to
play the tape. Play the tape before.
I'm talking about everything that you've said, because you said it got to be a turn up. This is what we talking about right here. At this point, yes, Mike, it's a turn up because the conversation that you want to have, the conversation that these Black men want to have now, or Jason Whitlock is saying, okay, we need to talk about this. This conversation tried to be had way before Jason Whitlock was born. So don't put it on Black women.
Wait a second.
The reason why, don't put it on Black women as this is the reason why this cannot happen.
That conversation was trying to be had by men forever also. I love it how y'all, wait, no.
Why I want a white woman instead of a Black woman. It was a privilege for them. They thought that they were doing better. They felt like that they would move, like you said, move up the corporate ladder if they have a white woman on their arm, not a Black woman.
This is the whole thing. There's not going to be a conversation because what's going to be said, we tried that 30 men were trying to have the conversation too. What you like to do is you like to speak for men. You like to speak for men as if you know what men were trying to do. And my thing is, if you want to have a conversation, first of all, you saying, "Oh, we're not going to have the conversation now." Why not?
Why we couldn't have it before? Why
what do you want?
The conversation has to be had when you want to say all this negative stuff about me? When I was trying to have a conversation and it not be negative, that couldn't be had. But at this point, you done put it in my face all these years. Y'all done said everything negative y'all want to say about a Black woman. Y'all done put us in places where we have to be certain ways. Not because this is, like I just woke up and said, oh, this is how I'm going to be.
Everybody let me tell you something. Everybody who is a minority has been put in that same box in their same way that you're talking about women.
I don't hear what Mexican women are hard to deal with. Latino women are hard to deal with.
How do you know?
African women are this. Asian women, I don't hear that. I hear it about Black women. And
understand, you don't hear it about Latin women. You don't hear it about Latin women because you're not in that circle. I do.
Okay, but
you speak. This is my thing. You speak for everything that you're not a part of and say they don't do that about them. They don't do well. Asian women. Well, let me tell you something. Asian women are known for being docile. Do you think an Asian woman really wants to be known for being docile?
I don't see stories about that. I don't see that being pushed. I don't see, when I worked in corporate America, I didn't hear, oh, she's a docile Asian woman. She's an angry Asian woman. But you know what I did hear in all them board meetings? Oh, Shani, you're being an angry Black woman. I heard angry Black woman a lot in corporate America. I ain't heard no angry white girl. I've never heard anything negative
You don't
about other right, and that's my experience. And I work.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do you. I'm gonna do you. I'm gonna do what you said. I don't care about your experience. I don't care what you went through. If you want to have a relationship, you better get over it.
Then I won't have a relationship. Fuck that.
Okay, then don't have a relationship. But that is the most that don't the fact of the matter is if you see that there's something going on, you want to get to the core. What is the problem? What is the divide? What you don't want is black women and black men to literally let this divide get bigger.
It's already there, Mike.
Shani,
it's been there. What you saying, you coming to black women saying, okay, y'all need to be reasonable about this now.
Nobody
and the conversation has been trying to be had for years.
You are so
there are books about this.
You want to argue so bad that you keep missing what I'm saying.
No, but
my point is you don't give up.
Conversation now.
All right, we can go.
You saying let's have the conversation. What a conversation?
Shani, that's like the government saying we're not having this conversation about changing racism. Because we've been having this conversation for 30 years. We're not going to have it anymore. First of all, the way you label black men is ridiculous. There are so many black men with their black woman who are actually riding out. And I'm saying, let's stop. This divide isn't big enough that it doesn't have to stop. And we're having a conversation to understand what the dynamics are. Nobody's attacking. He even said he doesn't have a problem with it. Jason Whitlock.
Black men with white women.
He said, I don't even have a problem. He was trying to, I don't have a problem with this. But there's something going on. Yes, there's something going on with
He don't have a problem with black men with white women.
But he's bringing up why. Why is this happening? That's all the conversation is about. It's not about attacking anybody.
Okay, so why is it happening?
If I had the answer for that,
he clearly said because black women don't want to be led. So I'm trying to understand how that is just a conversation point, and that's not him attacking black women. I just want to understand.
If I have an opinion on something, does not mean I'm attacking you. You may not agree with the opinion, but it doesn't mean I'm attacking you. It's my opinion.
Okay.
It doesn't mean I'm attacking you.
And there's another part of that, the person that's receiving it, how they take it.
Well, that's how you took it, but that means any opinion. That goes for anything. That goes for what we're living in 2022. Anything I say, somebody can say they're offended by. But that's on you. I wasn't meaning to attack you. I'm giving an opinion. Okay. Just like you gave an opinion.
Yeah, so we got that same energy across the board. So when Donald Trump says what he says, we can't take that as an attack. Because that's how he feels. He didn't mean it that way.
We're trying. That means any subject we have.
Right.
Any subject that me and you talk about, it's going to be an attack. If I don't agree with you, it's an attack. If I have a different opinion, it's an attack. Isn't wearing weave kind of whitish yams? How come so many black women won't keep it natural? I don't know. I'm not getting into all this.
And you right, Yams. He going down the right. We got wearing wigs and hair pieces from white girls. That's not something that black people started. That's something that they started. If you go back, look at them movies from the 20s, those buns and stuff, those are hair pieces. Those are hair extensions. Now, why won't black women keep it natural? Well, up under here, it's natural. And to get up and comb my hair and put it in a certain style for this is a task. So I don't want to get up there. And that's me. So sometimes I wear my wig, sometimes I won't. Sometimes I get braids, sometimes I wear my natural hair. It just depends on how I feel at the moment. And right now, I feel like wearing this.
Well, there's something going on. I don't know what it is. I don't have the answers, y'all. If y'all got opinions, please put your comments up there. Because I'm just, I've never seen this in the NBA. If this would have happened at a golf tournament, at the U.S. Open, and the golfers on the golf tournament, who are majority white, would have all been sitting up there with black women, there would have been a discussion having like, what is going on? It's easier to put on a wig than doing your own hair every day.
Yeah,
I didn't bring up the wig stuff. I didn't bring up the wig.
But I mean, I don't understand why the picture is so shocking because you go to the game, most of the time they do have white girls. You go to the football game, they got white girls. It ain't no whole bunch of black girls down there in the players' wives or players' girlfriends section.
But see, this is where everybody gets lumped in. AI had a black wife. LeBron has a black wife. Look, say what you want. Magic Johnson has a black wife. I mean, there's a gang of people who have black wives. I'm just saying in this picture, it just seemed kind of shocking.
But look at this picture. Let's really look at it. In this picture, what are there 2 black guys?
3 black guys.
So 3 black guys, 3 white guys. So I don't understand what brought Jason Whitlock so much concern about this.
He's smart. He's smart. That's what.
I don't know if y'all follow Jason Whitlock. I had to stop listening to him a long time ago. But there are 3. Okay, so there's 3 black guys. They got 9 black wives because our girlfriends, whatever. Two of them. Well, one of them appears to be white. I don't know what the other might not necessarily be white. They might be something else. So I don't like that's normal. If you go to the game and you sitting in the players' wives, girlfriend section, this is what it looks like. So I'm not understanding what brought him to the point to where he felt like, oh, we need to have a conversation about this. Jason, why do you even care?
Because he's doing a show. You got to, you know what? This is the thing. You got to take what you don't like about people and then be unbiased about the fact that his observation is good for a show. Number one, his observation, because we wouldn't be doing a story if it wasn't good for the show. We doing a story. Number two, there's 3 black guys with 3 white girls, and the 1 black girl that's with somebody is with a white guy. So there's something here. There is something here. Whether you like Jason Whitlock, I don't like Jason Whitlock. I do agree with some of his opinions about Stephen A. Smith. I do think he exposed Stephen A. Smith. But you're going to tell me, well, you're going to say you don't. The average person looked at this and said the same thing. Well, damn. Okay. They all got snow bunnies. That's the first thing they thought when they saw this picture.
It's only 3 black dudes in the picture, though.
And they all got snow bunnies. So when you see that, you're going to notice it.
Yeah, but that
you're going to notice this.
That's not even the whole team. That's only 6 players.
I understand that. But you're going to tell me you didn't notice it?
I noticed all black girls, and just watching it when I watched the clip the first time, I didn't even pay attention to the players in the back. So I'm like, it's 3 of them. It's not even the whole team. This is not even the whole. They got NBA fans noticed something about Nick's wild holiday photos. What? I mean, what's so wild about it? And with my issue now with Jason Whitlock is, why are you even keep kicking up dust? This ain't the first time this has been a topic on the show. So you didn't have nothing else to write about? Right.
The thing is, you're so off topic to go at this person. You're so off topic to go. It's obviously an issue because you said right here, you said it's an issue. You said black men started this years ago. So then there's an issue.
Yeah.
Okay, so he brought it up because it's an issue.
Yeah, but we at a point now where we ain't even really talking about this no more. It's a dead horse. It's like, why do we keep beating this?
Because
if that black man wants to be with that white woman, why do I care?
You decided it's nothing to be kicked up about. You decided it's dead to you because you're not going to date a white dude.
No, I'm not.
So of course it's dead to you.
I mean, but that's my opinion. That's my choice. I mean, it should be. You would think that I would be like, oh yeah, I want to talk about this because my thing has always been I wanted a black family with a black man. But to be at the point to where I'm like, okay, you know what? If a black guy wants to be with a white or non-black woman, that's his business. But don't come and say, well, you know, I couldn't be with no black woman because she too aggressive. Because all black women aren't the same. Don't put us in that lump.
Then the dialogue should be happy. Then the dialogue.
Black women don't want to be led. Then that's what Jason Whitlock said, that we don't want to be led Some black women don't want to be led, and guess what?
That was not. He did not say that was his opinion. He said what I was saying.
Yeah, that's
what
his
is being. He didn't say that was an opinion. And if you are saying you wanted to be with a black man, to have a black family, to raise a black family, then the discussion should be had on why it's not.
No, because it's beating a dead horse.
There's never a dead horse when we think there's something that is going to be beneficial. It's not a dead horse. We just want to know why.
Okay,
That's
well,
all.
then you got to ask the black men.
Don't ask the black man, because if they tell you the truth, all everybody's going to do is snap on them.
No, but then I can't answer your question because number one, I'm not a man. I ain't a black man. So I can't answer this question as to why they with white girls. I don't know. Because if I give my opinion, now I'm attacking black men. So I don't know. And that's the truth of the matter. The conversation doesn't need to be had with black women about this. This is something that a conversation with men. Like,
no, you can't have it just with men, because if you have it just with men, it'll just be a bunch of dudes going, oh, well, you know.
But that's what y'all trying to find out is why. We don't have black women. We don't have the why. I can't answer why somebody else does what they do. I cannot answer that. The only thing I can answer is what Shani does.
And the only thing you can be able to do is be like, this is why. But if I'm telling a guy why, how is that going to change anything? Unless I'm gay.
But that I can't answer that. I can't have the conversation why black men do anything. Whatever it is they do. I am not a man. I'm not a black man. I can't answer that. So anything that I say is my opinion and based off the experiences that I have had with the black men in my life. And me giving my opinion and the experiences that I have had with the black men in my life turns into the turn up and it becomes my fault. So what I'm saying is that's a question and a conversation for men.
And this is and I'll tell you
stuff that women can't be a part of. That's something that they got to figure out.
Wait.
They want to.
At the end of the day, in order for this to work out, black men and black women would have to come together and have a dialogue. At the end of it, there's going to be a dialogue. I would just say this. When somebody tells me that this is the problem that I have with your actions are, Mike, this is what you do. This is what you do. You do. I can't black out and be like, yeah, but first of all, I have to say, do I do that? Do I do that? Or am I just mad because somebody's pointing something out that I really do? Yeah, or am I pissed off? And when I start going back to, yeah, but you don't understand what I'm going by my experiences with so-and-so and so-and-so. Okay, well, we're going to play that game, then nothing's going to get resolved. There are 400 black men in the NBA versus 40 million black men total. How many black men are with white women total? I don't know.
I have no idea. But the thing is, it's like, you're saying, so black men say that black women don't want to be, they don't want to be led. Well, you can't say that about all black women.
And I'm saying that. I understand that.
But that's what I'm saying.
But then use
conversation needs to be.
Then use your own point.
Well, that's the point.
Then practice that when you
use their own point. Jason Lock used his point, I use mine, but because I use mine, it's a problem.
No, it's not a problem. I'm saying if you don't want everybody lumped in, then don't lump all black men in.
Jason, let me play this again for you because we didn't say that. It's not a woman on here.
Play it again.
Snowstorm hit the Knicks Christmas party last night. There's one black lady in that picture, and she's with a white foreign player. Obviously, you know, we could sit here and roll out pictures that you can find on Google Images of me. Anybody that knows me knows I got no problem with this. But it is interesting and raises a question about what's going on with black men and black women. There's an issue between the black man and the black woman, the patriarchy and the matriarchy. White guys are aware that men are being emasculated. Black guys are aware that men are being emasculated. black men with their actions are starting to, in my view, reject black women because black women are uninterested in a role where they follow a man. I'm not saying that explains all of this, but it's out there and it needs to be discussed, and we're going to.
Okay. Is that not out there?
Okay, Mike.
If you want to go with the, is that not out there?
Okay, but black men are uninterested in black women because they are uninterested in being led. Okay.
He put everybody in a box. I don't agree with that, but that's what you do when you do a show.
Okay, but that's what I was talking about was him and what he said and what he said. What he said, this is the part that you don't understand. What he said is what we get all the time. We get lumped into one pile, and it said that we are like this. And then when somebody speaks up and says, like me, no, that's not true. Because honestly, I like my house in what I call order. In order, what I've been taught, order, that there's a head, and then there's this triangle that happens. Well, ain't no man in my house, so I have to do it. But if it's a man in my house, I definitely need a man that knows how to lead. You can't be no weak ass nigga coming over here to this, because it's not gonna work. And if you can't stand on your feet and do what you need to do, no, it's not gonna work. So yeah, I need a leader. But to say that black women don't want to be led, that's a lie, because a lot of us are tired.
Okay. How many lies are told about men that people take as fact right now? How many boxes are men put in? Let me tell you the boxes that men are put in. They're not good dads. They're all dogs. They all going to jail. And if they got a hoodie on, they're about to commit the crime and on their way to jail. So everybody's put in these boxes that they don't deserve to be put in. My whole thing is then we're just going to throw our hands up and be like, we're just not going to communicate about this. What we're going to do is women are going to go to hair salons and the places that they hang out with women, and they're going to give their judgment on men, and it's going to be a pep rally on how men ain't this, men ain't that, men ain't this. All the good men are gay. If I hear that one more time, all the good men are gay now. You can't find a good. Everybody's put into a box. But in order to break that cycle, the conversation has to be had. It just has to be had on what is it that is going on. And I'm not saying it's women's fault. I'm not saying it's men's fault. I'm saying the fact that both genders have a perception that they put a narrative that they put about the other ones. And to me, now that I'm thinking about it, that's half the reason why people don't get together anymore. That was it. I just thought it was an interesting conversation. But
so Yam says there's a lot of black women with white men husbands. I'd like to hear from black women why that's happening. I don't know. I can't answer that question because that ain't nothing that I've ever been interested in.
Am I on time? No, you're not on time, trendsetter. So stop. You already know you're not on time. There is no issue with black men and women. There is just media hype. See, I don't believe that because there is an issue.
And I think people just like who they like. And once people got to that realization that, okay, if that's what they like, then that's just what they like. And why would I go back and forth with a man that has decided, a black man that's decided this person that's non-black is the one that he wants to be with? Why?
I don't. I think you should love who you love. I don't care. Like, I don't care what listen, I'm Puerto Rican and every woman I've dated except for one has been a black woman. So I'm outside this box with everything. My thing is for those.
What's up, Action?
For those who have been brainwashed, the reason why you shouldn't, because what happens is these guys and women will then preach this gospel on why you shouldn't date black men or you shouldn't date black women. It's love who you love. But when you tell yourself you're not going to love a certain race because of a narrative that has been placed on them, then we have a problem. So black men may have a narrative that has been placed on black women. So we have a problem. We have to figure out, why do we think this? Or why do black men think this? Because if you're just not loving and giving an opportunity to somebody within your own race because of what you perceive that every person in your, or what your mom was like, or what your sisters were like, or what your auntie was like, and you was like, what I'm not going to deal with is that, or you don't want to deal with, in my sister's case, why she didn't, she was like, I will never date a Puerto Rican. She put everybody in a box. Never. She said, I will never. From her experiences and everything. So it wasn't that she couldn't love a Puerto Rican. She was just like, no, I'm not dealing with the whatchamacallit, over protective, male chauvinistic thing and put them all in a box. I just think it's interesting that we know this is going on. We know there's like a semi mental war going on between black women. Look, black men are treating black women, certain men are treating women crazy, like ridiculous, that I don't even understand it. And it's going the opposite way around. I just thought it was a good conversation to have, because at some point, when do we drop the narrative and drop the stereotypes? These genders wars were fueled by the culture that doesn't want black men and women together. And the internet is the incubator. I agree with you, Afro Queen. I couldn't have said it. I've sat here for damn near an hour and 8 minutes. Oh, we didn't do the top of the hour. Play the top of the hour.
Oh, damn. Wait.
Play the top of the hour. We didn't even play the top of the hour. We didn't even play the damn top of the hour. Play the top of the hour.
Okay. All right, say it again.
And Afro Queen, thank you. Oh, it's the top of the hour in mid and east and everything, and we don't know what's going on the West Coast. Top of the hour, play it.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Tap in.
Great point. It's Michael Shawn, and the Takeover Legends is really just Michael Shawn and Shani Scott. And Mo tapped out.
I don't know what happened.
Mo tapped out. Jay Black never tapped in. He never tapped in. And Mo tapped out. So we don't know what happened. Trendsetter said 30 years ago, in married heterosexual household, a male partner was generally the main breadwinner and considered the household head. Now,
oh wait, he got more.
Over 30 years past, the marriage rate has declined in more single woman household heads.
Okay, wait.
From 1990 to 2019, now you're trying to make up for being 7 hours late to a 2-hour show. From 1990 to 2019, the share of households headed by single women increased 17.6% to 22.6%. Okay. Even among married earner households, is increasing common to see women as the head among married households. The share of women heads of households increased 24.3% points from 21.8% from 1990 to 46.1% in 2019.
And the last one.
And also among married households, black households have the highest share of women heading households. Now, 52.5%. I just want to say this, just because I watch a lot of History Channel. The feminist movement was not created because they wanted women to have equal rights. It was created because they knew that 50% of America wasn't being taxed. And they wanted women to work because they wanted to be able to tax them. They wanted to get that money for taxation. That's why they wanted to infiltrate families so they could separate families. And I'm not saying this, a lot of people say the system conned. This is not the opinion of Michael Shawn. This is what's been said, that the system conned women into believing they wanted to be a part of something that men were a part of when men didn't even want to be a part of it. And they got everybody out there. Then when they separated the family, then what happened after that is that they made it that it was necessary for two people to work. If I conquer Shani, and the reason I say conquer Shani is because there's a new show called Conquering Shani, featuring Michael Shawn.
Wait a minute.
There's a new show called Conquering Shani. If you don't like the word conquering, that's your problem. That's your problem. If you take it a certain way. So when you put the pressure financially where it took, because if me and Shani were to be together, we'd both have to work. That's
what?
Just what. Don't start. Don't even play. Don't start. We'd both have to work because financially, if we ever combined everything, that is 5 kids. And America has made it that if you have 5 kids, you best believe, unless you're making $200,000 or $250,000 to be comfortable, for one person not to work, for one person. And when I mean not work, I mean not work outside the house. Mike, when you and Shani going to move in together, trendsetter, I'm still on the East Coast. I'm still she's still in Texas. Like, let's take baby steps. We're taking baby steps right now. But we would have to do this.
Yeah, and we got 5 girls.
5 girls who want every trendy pow. So anyway, that being said, yeah, I get it. I get the household has definitely changed, and it's changed for a reason. It didn't happen by mistake. I give trendsetter 808 a B+ on his paper. Yeah, it was good, but it was late. So he wouldn't get a B if I was the teacher because he was late. So he'd probably get at most a C because he handled it in 2 weeks later. So, after that, I'm playing trendsetter. We playing.
I think the conversation that needs to be had more importantly than black men and black women is how 2 people come together. Because like you can say, oh, black men are like this and black women are like that, but it don't matter what color you are. It just depends on the person and their personality and their value set, So just like you got, okay, like your sister said, the male chauvinistic Puerto Rican, it's male chauvinistic white men, it's male chauvinistic black men. Yeah. It's all around, but you have to figure out how you can work with somebody. You can I work with this person? Or are we gonna be able to get along?
Damn, Jacqueline must have had a bad experience with the Puerto Rican. Shit. Damn. Sorry, Jacqueline. She said I always dated black men. My ex is my first Puerto Rican, only because that's what I like. Now I'm in a relationship with a black man. Yeah.
Well,
hey, everybody, all my exes were black. I still went back. But I mean, yeah, it's a Friday relationship talk. It's tough out here. It's tough.
Well, Trevor Noah had something interesting to say about black women.
And, what do you say?
Well, let's get to it. Then I'll say what I got to say.
Everyone who's had an opinion, everyone who's been kind enough and gracious enough to, even if it's a critique, doesn't even have to be praised. But some people who watch, I don't like it when you do this, but I watch. I want to say I appreciate those people. Even the people who hate watched, we still got the ratings. Thank you. I'm eternally grateful to you. And this is random for some, but special shout out to black women. I've often been credited with, having these grand ideas of people like, oh, Trevor, you're so smart and and then I'm like, who do you think teaches me? Who do you think has shaped me, nourished me, informed me? From my mom, my gran, my aunts, all these black women in my life. But then in America as well, I always tell people, if you truly want to learn about America, talk to black women. Yeah, because unlike everybody else, black women cannot afford to around and find out. Black people understand how hard it is when things go bad, especially in America, but any place where black people exist, whether it's Brazil, whether it's South Africa, wherever it is, when things go bad, black people know that it gets worse for them. But black women in particular, they know what shit is, genuinely. People always be shocked. They'll be like, why do black women turn out the way they do in America? Why do they vote the way? Yeah, because they know what happens if things do not go the way it should. They cannot afford to around and find out. And to black women who have taught me, all of them, I mean, the scholars online, the authors, everybody, the Roxanne Gays, the Tressie McMillan Cottons, I'll remember the names, the Zoe Tamudzis, the brilliant, brilliant women have taken the time to inform me, to educate me, to argue with me. The Tarana Burks who, laughed with me, talking about everything from sexual assaults to just what life is like. Yeah, man, I'll tell you now, do yourself a favor. You truly want to know what to do or how to do it, or maybe the best way or the most equitable way, talk to black women. They're a lot of the reason that I'm here, and so I'm grateful to them. I'm grateful to every single one of you. This has been an honor. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get his holler on, Jack.
My brother's always told me to marry someone that you get along with. I've been saying that since this show started, y'all. Get along with love. I've been trying to tell people, and everybody's like, no, you gotta get somebody you get along with. But I appreciate Trevor Noah. Like this is the problem. What Trevor Noah said was done from the heart.
Yeah.
All I can do is take it by what he did, what he said. Now, I can say that when you do that, you are adding to the separation of black men and black women when you make those comments. But once again, I'm saying this is the society we live in. And this is what I'm trying to say. No matter what comment you make, somebody can find fault in it. I'm going to show you now. If you tell them black men, the millions of black men that are in jail right now, and say that you're telling them that black women can't afford to fuck up, they're going to get pissed. Because they're going to be like, they can't afford to fuck up? We're part of a factory in this country that has made it that black men can't afford to fuck up. Because if you do, we will take your life. Once again, I'm cool with what Trevor Noah said. But I'm saying somebody could take that as that is where the division starts. When you start saying black people have had it bad, but black women have had it worse. And you're going to talk about how many black men died and were murdered and lives were ruined because they stood up trying to change. I'm just saying. You got kids right now, black kids, who are being locked up at 17 years old and will never see outside again. So if you go have them watch this and they go, oh no, yeah, I was on my own doing my thing. I couldn't afford to fuck up because my fuck up leads me to being in the cell for the rest of my life. That's all I'm saying. This is why no matter how good-hearted your comment might be, in today's society, somebody can pick it apart. That's why I hate social media, because no matter what you say, you can say, I love all people. And somebody will be able to dissect that. Go ahead, Shani.
Well, Trevor got a lot of flack for that. I mean, I get it because I've seen his little documentary when he went back to South Africa, and we had the opportunity to meet his mom, meet his grandmother, and some of his other family members. So yeah, I applaud him on that. However, at the time he made this comment, because who just said it? Don. Yeah, Trevor only dates white women. That was something that people were upset about, because they were like, well, he only dates white women. Why is he talking about black women? And it's like, well, I mean, are there black women in his circle where he at? I'm just asking, because he's there doing the Daily Show. Well, he was doing the Daily Show. He's not doing it anymore. But I mean, even where he travels, not saying that it is not black people there, because there are, but I'm just saying in what he does, who's there with him.
Did he say he only dates white women? Did he say that?
He didn't say that. They just pulled up all the pictures of the women that he had been with since he's been in the States. But do I believe that came from the heart? Yeah, because when that's somebody that loves their mom, loves their grandmom, even, and when she passed, that was something that was hard for him. And that is who raised him. His dad is the one that's German or something.
I don't know. I'm going to read Trendsetter's comment. Black men have some very particular patterns and statistics in regards for their interracial dating. I don't know the analytics. Hey, you making me dizzy. What you doing over there?
I'm sorry. The thing is, they be messing with stuff. So.
Oh, you got me dizzy. I don't like I try and personalize stuff, which they say you shouldn't, Afro Queen. But just because someone applauds one person doesn't mean they're dismissing or dissing another. He never mentioned any other group. Yeah, he never mentioned that. I was making an example is no matter what you say, it can be dissected and somebody can bring something negative. It doesn't matter. That's why people, when you go on social media and you make a statement, understand somebody is going to disagree with you and dissect it. They're they're the men most likely to leave women of their own race. Black men and white women in America often say the cause is that black women are masculine, domineering, greedy. Well, that's the stereotype that Shawnee's been trying to fight against the whole time. All sorts of slurs that could never be directed at black men to justify anything. But I have discovered that black males around the world show a light skin preference. We ain't got enough time to get into the skin. And Jay Black's not here. And while you can say black American women are so and so's, how can you explain the situation of black women in England, Brazil, Africa? I can't. Neither one of us, none of us can. I don't know. Don't say the white male influence. If that's so, then shouldn't black men fight it? Black men have been trying to fight this since the creation of this planet.
Hey, Jay Marie.
Good morning, Jay Marie. Two things can be true at the same time. Yes, action. He can only date white women and give praise to black women. Preference has nothing to do with fact. Yes, people, listen, I think my mother is beautiful. I think my sister is amazing. I think my sister is one of the strongest women I've ever met. If it wasn't for my sister, I might not still be around right now. And for some odd reason, that's a bad choice of words. I shouldn't say somehow, but for some reason, my life, I've dated black women. It's not because I don't think Puerto Rican women are beautiful. But like Shani said, in my circle, the circle that I was in high school, in my high school, there was like 3 Puerto Ricans. The first time I ever had a situation after I moved out the Bronx, and even in the Bronx, I lived in a Jamaican neighborhood. But the first time I got around where I was surrounded by fellow Puerto Ricans and Boricuas is when I started doing comedy and I started doing shows it was Spanish comedians. It was Dominican comedians, Puerto Rican comedians. That was the first time I was really in a circle where I was like, wow, I got a choice. So I don't know. Maybe it's Shani got something with where Trevor Noah was at. Isn't he mixed? No.
Yeah, he's mixed. He's South African, and I believe his father is German. So his dad is white, the mom is black.
So you bring that up.
Color black.
What? So you bring that up for what do you bring? Why do you bring that up that he's mixed? I'm interested.
I guess because he's dating white girl. I don't know.
Well, type it in. Type your comment in because I would love your opinion to know why you brought that up. Yeah, that's a whole nother subject we ain't got time to jump on. That's a whole nother. To each his own. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, I don't understand. And listen, I'm not dating black women because I don't uplift. Like, dog, the grandmothers, my grandmothers in this family, and my mother. Listen, this family doesn't run without my mom. Nobody exists. And yes, she had me and my sister, but nobody. The strongest person in my life is my mom. I've never seen somebody do what she does. And I would say that, and that would be coming from the heart. And they'd be like, so, and they'd be a Puerto Rican who says, so why do you just date black women? Trust. There would be somebody who would say, well, if you think I don't think, I know for a fact, while everybody crumbled in this family, she didn't. Well, if she did it behind closed doors. Maybe he gets both sides, both perspectives. Maybe he does. If his dad is white.
Maybe he's just like, that's who he like.
Maybe he likes him.
I mean, I am. I ain't no one talk to me. I'm just not doing it. No, if that's what you call it, it's just for me, I just don't want to go through that. And I don't know because I've never even given it a try.
When Shani was younger, she didn't even drink white milk. She always made it chocolate. She always put the chocolate and she stirred it up real.
But I would just because of my experience, what I've been taught, my concern with being with somebody, the white man, is when I have, and it probably came to this too from working with them in corporate America. I know how they were and how they thought, just dealing with certain things in that board meeting. And I was like, I couldn't imagine going home to somebody like that. And I'm trying to tell them about my day. And then they start minimizing my day saying, oh, no, you overreacting. No, it's not like that. And you can't, and they have no understanding of where I'm coming from. For me, that wouldn't work. I wouldn't be with that.
I was raised by my black side because moms couldn't take care of her biracial children, according to her in the 80s. Yeah, you know what? It's just it's such a deep and not deep conversation at the same time. Yup, me too, Shawnee. No pink.
Oh God, I can't get to the sound.
After my father passed in 92.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that, Jay. Shawnee doesn't even eat egg whites. She doesn't. She doesn't
No, I
eat egg
don't.
whites.
Mm-mm.
She won't write on loose leaf paper. She hates loose leaf paper. She hates it.
Mm-mm. But like a brown person, Mexicans, or I would, give that a chance, but I can't see it.
Oh, you putting a stipulation for me? Is that what you're doing? You putting a stipulation? I see. You trying to put a little sidebar stipulation just in case I crack the code. Shawnee does not use liquid. No, she doesn't. Shawnee doesn't even like the fact that whiteout can take things away. She doesn't like that. She doesn't like that.
Why can't it be blackout?
Yeah, why can't it be blackout?
Why can't it be blackout? And that's nothing against, if you if it's a black, I know people that are in interracial relationships like that. A black woman is with a white man. I don't frown on that. I don't frown on black men with white women. If that's who made you happy, then go for it.
But I say that to say sometimes there are deeper reasons for a preference than we realize. I believe that, J. Marie. I believe there is sometimes, in some cases, something that we don't know that's subconscious. Yes, subconsciously, Shawnee hates white walls. Tires. She hates white wall tires. She was so good. She was so happy when they got out of style. But yeah, wasn't expecting this. Wasn't expecting it either. We was gonna move on. But we can. But this topic is so, and I don't want to use the word toxic. I hate the word toxic. I hate the toxic masculinity. I hate that word. I hate the toxic thing because something is a problem. Now it's toxic. Or because somebody doesn't understand something is toxic. Like there's a reason for it. Let's discuss it instead of name calling. But I will say this, I don't even have a segue. This DJ Twitch thing is, I told you that these stories were going to start coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I told you these stories are going to start coming out. And they're going to start really digging into this Ellen situation. I can't trust your TikTokers because I have to look on my own. I can't trust y'all. I can't trust y'all at all. But Twisted Death making more sense. I just couldn't buy that he was simply depressed. There's a lot. Listen, what's going to happen is the stories of all that come out, whether true or not, are going to be called conspiracy theories. And the truth is that the cops did a 24-hour investigation and didn't investigate. You can't get me to believe they investigated this the way they investigated somebody else's death. They was like, he killed himself. There was a gun. There's a hole in his head. Boom, suicide. Yeah, DJ Twist is a hard story to believe. But then the TikTokers, this is what happens with social media. Some of y'all so irresponsible. Now, I don't know if this is true or not about the FTX that he somebody put up there that he put all his money in those FTXs and he lost it. First of all, I find it hard to believe he put all his money in it. But they got Columbus short, saying that a lot of people put all their money in there. I don't know. Tell you the truth, that would have never happened to me because I honestly don't even know how them FTXs work. I have no clue. I don't know how the metaverse works.
FTX, that's what they call
FTXs or FT something. They had Yams as a black man in this. Oh, he's returning after his comment. As a black man in this country, us black men have to learn how to be in better relationships with each other. Stop killing each other so much. Now I get it. I get it.
Well, they say he left a note now. According to TMZ, he left a note. He left a suicide note, but they ain't told us what the note says. It says, and then how they were yesterday. We were being told that he walked to the hotel. Well, he got an Uber to the hotel.
Okay.
Down the street from his house.
Okay.
He took an Uber from his home to the motel less than a mile from his home Monday morning and switched his phone to airplane mode so no one could track him. His wife, Allison, was frantic when she showed up at an LAPD location Tuesday saying he left home without notice and wasn't answering calls. Okay, so he left Monday, Tuesday is when she said, all right, he ain't there. I ain't seen him. Then a motel staffer said they found him Tuesday inside his room dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. So do we think that he put a silencer on the gun? I'm just asking because, you know, if a gun go off, you know, you hear that and you're in a hotel, somebody heard a gun go off.
So she was out of town when this happened.
No, she was at home.
Oh, she was at home.
He left on Monday. He left. Okay, according to TMZ, I'm looking at TMZ. So he left home Monday morning, put his phone on airplane mode so nobody could track him. Tuesday, she went to the LAPD saying that he wasn't answering calls and he left home without notice. And then the hotel worker said they found him in the room with a self-inflicted gunshot wound Tuesday. So
there was a suicide letter.
Yeah, they're saying there's a letter, but they ain't put none of the details in here of what the letter says, what he said in the letter.
We will never know why this really happened.
It alluded to past challenges. Who is Brianna? Brania, spiritual advisor Brania reads.
There's a lot of sacrifices going on with people's affiliated with Ellen. It's harvest season. But people will tell you that's a conspiracy. NFTs. Yeah, NFTs.
Yeah.
But there was something else. They didn't say NFTs. They said something else. But NFTs, yeah, I know NFTs. I know those, but there was something else that they put on, and I don't believe it, but there was something else. But there was some other NFTs. There was some other thing. I'll find it for you. Because I know the NFTs. I don't know how to work them. But I know of the NFTs. I get that. So the harvest season that Ashley was talking about, everybody, thinks, that is crazy, that people would sacrifice people for fame in order to get fame and in order to be part. Listen, I don't know if it's true or not. All I know is that Kanye West said he sacrificed his mother. He said that blatantly.
But who would sacrifice him? If the show was over, why would any of this matter?
It doesn't matter if it's the show. It just matters from what is said. I don't know if this is true, y'all. Once again, I don't know. There's certain things that have to be sacrificed in order for you to give up. You got to pay your debt. I don't know. I don't know that crazy world. I don't know. It's a circus. I don't know what it is. I don't. Yeah, and I don't know that I believe any of that. It's just it's super hard to believe. I know.
Oh, wow.
I know. It is super hard to believe. But we don't know. Because a good cover-up, now mind you, please, y'all, please listen. Mental health is a crisis in this country. I've dealt with it. I'm on meds right now that I take to deal with what stuff I'm going. So I understand the issue. I get it. It's serious and it's something that needs to be talked about. But what would be a great cover for somebody who set something up, but to throw the mental health as the blanket? That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, this is what TMZ saying. There's no financial issue. There was no financial issue, even though Columbus Short got on and said that they was in this. Family members are saying they didn't have no financial issues. However, so I guess this is where it kind of gets crazy because, like I said, she said he left the home Monday. She told the cops that he left and he was wandering, whatever, one answering his phone. He checked in. The hotel people say he checked in Monday. He had a small bag. And they went to his room to check on him because he missed checkout Tuesday morning. So I guess he was just going to stay one night.
Right. Maybe he was just mad or upset and was going to stay one night. He just needed to cool off or whatever. See, this is what I'm saying. There's so many empty things. Listen, there's so many holes in this. And it just reconfirms what I said. It should have taken more than 24 hours to say this is the cause of death. It shouldn't. Don Pay said, I couldn't commit yesterday, but my wife attempted suicide twice in 20 years. We were together and I had to place her in a hospital for a week and was one of the hardest things I had to do, especially with me working in the mental health field. That is tough, Don Page. And our prayers go out to you. That is agonizing. That happened in my family where they had to put somebody in a hospital and then they had to get them out the hospital because the hospital was horrible. Ashley Newman says she didn't do it, but she knew it was going to happen. The head honchos do more than the naked eye can see. Well, that's Ashley's opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right. Just saying that's Ashley's opinion on this. But she said, what did you say the wife said? The wife was like, what you said was weird?
She said that because like the first story that came out was that he left the home walking. Well, maybe he did leave the home walking and he called Uber on the way. Maybe he said, I'm tired of walking, and he called Uber. I don't know. The stories I'm tired of reading.
Suicide was an ambiguous reference. All right, the law enforcement sources tell us this from TMZ that Twitch's note left at the scene of his suicide was an ambiguous reference to his past challenges. It is unclear exactly what he was referring to in the note. Really? Okay. Because you probably wouldn't understand it. You probably wouldn't understand. My note would be ambiguous too. Only people who knew me close would know. We're told the investigators have determined which took an Uber less than a mile from the, like you said, TMZ broke the story. His wife, Allison, was frantic when she showed up at the LAPD location Tuesday, saying Twitch left home without notice. What's the answer? She showed up at the LAPD. Wouldn't you just call?
I don't know. I might go to the police station.
Yeah, but to me, I'd be wasting more time. Like, I'd be calling as I'm going.
Yeah, I might do that because, when you call them, sometimes you got to go through all this rigmarole. Whereas if I get there and I can look at somebody and be like, listen, this is what's going on, you might get a better response, better reaction.
This is what that's why all these people who seek fame really don't understand what they're asking for. No, they don't. All right, this is gonna sound. I'm gonna say whatever. We here on Media Room.
Say it. It's your show.
Allison's comment, his wife, was Stephen. I guess Stephen lit up every room he stepped into. He valued family, friends, and community above all else, and leading with love, light, with everything to him. She continued, he was the backbone of our family, the best husband and father, and an inspiration to the fans. To say he left a legacy would be an understatement, and his positive impact will continue to be felt. I am certain there won't be a day that goes by that we won't honor his memory.
What?
This story ain't gonna go away. That's all I'm saying, y'all. This story ain't gonna go away.
Share your thoughts. Pity for your thoughts.
I don't. That doesn't sound like something she wrote.
She probably did. She probably didn't.
That sounds like a publicist wrote that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what that sounds like. No, listen, man. I'm not trying to offend. I'm just listen. When it's a story, it's a story. We get to dig into the story.
Yeah, I feel like that. Somebody else wrote that because I don't know. I ain't never been in that situation. I don't know if I'd be able to come to those kind of words at this time.
No, I'm not coming to any words. Don't ask me shit. Don't come to me. FTMZ, don't come to me. There's no comment. We are crushed. That's it. That just sounds so professionally done. It just meant, listen, this is going to raise eyebrows. Everybody is raising eyebrows because people are like, listen, I don't know. Spiritual warfare and the gates are opening. Listen, if you really pay attention, there's a lot of stuff happening in front of our faces. I'm never the person. You know me, y'all, to be into this spiritual warfare thing, but damn, if this ain't getting really blatant. Now, let's get off of Twitch when we talk about the spiritual warfare. You telling me there still hasn't been a celebrity to speak out about Balenciaga? Still? You telling me is that touchy? That you don't want to speak out because of what? What you know?
Yeah, I question if they do speak out, what happens?
That was so unbelievable. Articulate to have just lost the love of your life. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, God bless. Maybe, people handle situations differently. Yeah, some people, that just sounds like somebody wrote that for it. That's all I'm saying. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I want to say, if I'm wrong, I apologize. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Why do we have to apologize if we're wrong? I'm saying if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But this spiritual warfare thing, that goes on in this world right now is so dead in our face, and it's so all around us. And the more I look at Hollywood, listen, the reason why I don't back Kanye is because I never know what's coming next. But Kanye is exposing this stuff of the weird. Kanye's not weird. That system is where this is what he's part of. And he's trying to tell you the weird shit that you see in me. This is what it is.
Yeah.
And what we can't handle is we can't handle that involves all our favorites, because we brainwashed by celebrities. We can't say we're not.
Yeah. And then when you find out your favorite celebrity is this, it's like, oh, damn.
Doing the closure of her show. Yeah, we hold, I said it all the time, the most powerful people in this country to civilians, not the corporations, because they run this thing. Oh, I wish I could show you this clip of George Carlin on stage in the late 90s. I gotta find it again where he broke this whole thing down, which was a complete surprise to me, according to his response. Kanye is just like, we're the most powerful people are celebrities. We do whatever they tell us is hot.
George Carlin win? What's the thing?
It's a stand-up where he breaks down the government. We do whatever they say. We are obsessed with celebrities. We are absolutely obsessed with celebrities. That's why every show, TMZ and even our show, we have to talk about celebrities, or else people aren't interested.
Oh yeah, it's 8 minutes long. So yeah,
it's absolutely amazing. But it's 8 minutes long, and I'm going to post it on my Instagram. I'm going to get it and find it and post it because it's accurate today. He's 1000% on point. But the spiritual warfare that's going on is in your face, y'all. It's in your face, and we taking part in it. It's in your face. It's right there. You can go to the Oscars or where the Oscars was being held at. Look at all the satanic symbols. The original place, look at all the satanic symbols that were on there. Hey, that's why I'm in my little world. I can't handle that Rosa Parks was a government agent. You know, the late Stephen Twitch Boss, who's a choreographer, dancer, co-host of the Ellen DeGeneres show, sadly passed. Yeah, we got that. Damn, trendsetter. We got that part.
Yeah, he got some more. Let's see what else you got, Trent.
Surrounding the theory surrounding his and Ann Hinch's death have gone viral online. Yep. A lot of things going on, man. A lot of things. Every day, brother. Thank you, Bishop. And I've taken, and not by mistake, but being a follower. And I have a joke on stage that people don't get the gist of being a follower. I say I'm a follower and people laugh. And I say, because leaders die young.
Mm-hmm.
Followers go along and can live forever. And that's my joke. That's the premise of that. But the premise of it is, I want the audience members, when I have more time, to understand you're followers too. Several, what is that supposed to be? Nazis? Or is that, what is that? Found netizens found that it's strange that two acquaintances of the talk show host passed away in the same year.
Why they on Ellen? What did I want?
Well, if you go to videos when we were in COVID,
mm-hmm.
Ellen had a few symbols on her desk that people started pointing out that were on there. Just go to it. That was the last statement that Kanye said.
What was the last statement Kanye said?
I don't know what the last statement was.
The last video I saw of Kanye was doing this interview with somebody where he said Nazis should forgive. I mean, Jewish people should forgive the Nazis. That's the last interview I saw.
The people were shocked. I was shocked about it too. I was irritated with that because he was like, "That's the Christian way."
Yeah, that's what.
And it is.
That was my thought. It was like, well, y'all tell us that we should forgive the people that did this to our people so many years ago. So
and you know, then I get sidetracked because I'm like, well, if that's the case, why don't you look at the good side of Chris Paul? Why don't you get over Chris Paul knocking off your wife? If you say that Jewish people should get over Nazis, then shouldn't you get over what Jewish people you claim are doing and look at the good in them?
Well, that's what he said. That's what
But
he said he was doing, that he was forgiving them. I know he ain't saying nothing about no Chris Paul.
No, but Jewish people, he still says, he still is on a rant. Well, shouldn't you then be going on Twitter and pointing out the good aspects of Jewish people? Since you said Hitler made highways, shouldn't you say the contributions of the Jewish race or religion to the country? But that's where we get sidetracked because Kanye just goes. And then, my last statement I heard Kanye say was that he's a slight bit autistic. And I needed to ask, I wanted to ask Mo, is there such a thing as being slightly autistic? I don't know if that's true or not.
I think there's a spectrum for that too.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know. That's why I would have to ask Mo. He did a Clubhouse with Whack 100. Yeah. Yep. And he said he's not going to make it. They're going to kill him.
Well,
I don't know.
Exposing a lot.
Yeah, he does a lot.
He is exposing a lot, and they don't want that out. And people are going to start.
But the problem is so convoluted. Everything's so convoluted, and everything's so intertwined that it's literally the movie The Matrix. If our eyes got open, we'd be like, all this shit is fucked up. That's the scary part that we don't want to deal with. All of it is fucked up.
Yeah, and it probably can't be fixed.
And exactly.
So when you say, like, why haven't these celebrities come out against Balenciaga? Well, if they do, then what happens? Does Balenciaga go away?
No, what happens is, okay, you want to expose? Let's expose. See, that's what everybody's worried about. What is going to be exposed about what I'm into?
Well, and that's the whole selling your soul to the devil, because a lot of times to get to this certain level of fame, there are certain things that men have to do to other men. So these people have
allegedly.
And if you get out of line, then this tape gonna show up of you doing this or whatever. You caught in some stuff. Y'all think y'all want to go to them Hollywood parties. You go to them Hollywood parties because once you see it, it changes everything. It changes completely everything, and you can't erase what you saw.
Thank you, Jay Marie. I didn't know. That's why I was asking. That's why I always sit here when I'm not sure. I ask. Dave Chappelle has. This is why you gotta watch. See, y'all watch. Sometimes y'all are so quick. And I love that y'all laugh at comedy shows. I love that y'all laugh. But sometimes y'all laugh and y'all don't get what he just said. He said, I want to thank y'all. For Dave Chappelle said, when I came back, y'all came with me and y'all supported me and y'all bought these tickets. And y'all made it so I didn't have to do what my fellow comrades did in the game. I will never know what a dick tastes like.
Right.
And everybody laughed when everybody should have paused and said, what did he say? He said that on a Netflix special. It might have been the first one when he put the 4 out. And he said, I'll never know what a dick tastes like.
Yeah, because somebody wanted him to come to that he was supposed to go to this meeting. I can't remember who it was, but for this deal that he was supposed to get, and that was the thing. He tells the story. And I'm like,
people, when people say the best place to hide is in plain sight, it's the actual truth. In life, is the actual truth. If you want to cheat with somebody, what happens? You cheat. People cheat with sisters. It's plain view. It's right in your face. But you just don't see it. I didn't see his comedy special. Well, he has multiple.
Just go look at all of them.
Yeah, look at all of them. What I'll do is I'll tell you what he had on, so you can go to the one. You'll be like, oh, that's the one I need to go. Even all of them. Like Dave Chappelle at this point ain't telling jokes. He's really just saying, and we're laughing because the shit is so true. It's just irony.
He's doing the same thing that Kanye is doing. He's just presenting it a different way. Kanye is just so brash with it, and he just come out and people not ready for it. They're like, wait a minute, what?
Mike and Shani, could we do a show on mental health and bring a person that specializes in that field? Yeah, if y'all gonna watch.
Mike, they watching. What you mean?
Y'all gonna watch? Because sometimes we know the numbers. Like we'll do it. But if we, sometimes we know the numbers. Sometimes when we bring somebody on, and I'm not mad at y'all. Sometimes we bring some people on, I get bored too. I ain't going front.
So in other words, make sure you tell a friend.
Yeah, you tell a friend about the show because we have a
live.
And we're gonna listen. Everybody watching, if you're on Facebook or Instagram, when you see us put a promo up, and this is how we're gonna close the show. When you see us put a promo up, please do us a favor and repost it, like it, share it, do the whole thing. Comment on it, whether you like it or not. If you like Michael Shawn is corny as fuck, put it on there.
Put it on there.
Please.
Shani is an angry black woman.
Put it on. Put it on there. We need everybody.
Mike didn't comb his hair this morning.
Put it on there. Exactly. Jay Black only likes light-skinned women. Put it on there. Sexy Moby running dudes' pockets. Put it on.
Put it on there.
I'm kidding. No, I appreciate y'all watching now, but sometimes the numbers will vary. Like if we have somebody on, and listen, y'all have said it too. Y'all like, Mike look bored as hell.
Put it on there.
Put it on there.
Comments.
We used to have a bunch of guests. We lost all our guests. I don't know what happened.
We didn't lose all our guests.
We lost everybody. We used to have the Financial Rebel. We used to have Dex.
Oh, where is the Financial Rebel?
He's still. I watch his page is really good. His page is really good. Good show, guys. See you on Monday. Thank you, Don Page. And Don Page, thank you for sharing and understand you are in our prayers, just like Nikki White Chocolate is in our prayers. Your wife is in our prayers. I hope everything is turned around. Have a great, safe weekend, everyone. You too. Right back at you, girl. Put it on there. Hashtag put it on there. You don't like it? Put it on there.
Put it on there.
Please, y'all. This weekend, me and Shani are doing promos for the show. So we're going to start posting them on Monday. What happened to all of that? I think it was me. Honestly, to be honest with you, I think it was me.
It wasn't him.
It wasn't Financial Rebels cool. Like me, Financial Rebel cool.
I think he got busy like there wasn't, because he does taxes. So something came up with him. And then Dex has these classes and stuff that he does. So, and then Sequisa is available, just sometimes. We just have to reach out to her when we want her.
See, Shani, this is why I got to do better. There's a thing on the Shade Room, and it's a post that says, drop a scripture that has gotten you through some tough times. Damn it if I know. I have no idea.
You don't have no scripture. Mike, you know one scripture.
No, I don't have one quote.
No scripture?
I just know thou shalt honor thy parents. I don't know. I know some of the commandments.
Okay.
I have no idea. Where's that? Oh, Dr. Smith. That was all me. And that's my friend. Dr. Smith been friends with me forever. That was all me. Praying family. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get to church Sunday again. I'm gonna try and go back.
We gonna go to church. We going to church too on Sunday. Look at that.
No, you ain't tell me nothing. You ain't tell me you was going to church.
I know. I ain't tell you. You ain't tell me you was going to church.
I just told you.
Well,
I told you first.
I'm going to church now.
I like the professor from Temple too. We just got into some arguments, debates that got heated. I don't know. I would love to have him back on. He's a super intelligent guy. Great show. Tap in. Put it on there. Hashtag put it on there. Write it down and make it plain. Exactly. All right. Other than that, it's been a good week. I got to change it to my work clothes. Where's Cam? Sorry, it's Friday. Oh, Cam wasn't me. Well, it was me. That was me too.
I was saying it was you. Now that was you.
But I wasn't wrong. But me and Cam are super good friends again. We're super good friends. Uncle Leonard. Who's Uncle Leonard? Who was that? That was a guest we lost too. Did we lose that guest? We going to church on Sunday. Yeah, I'm going to church. I'm gonna try and make it to the 8:40. I'm gonna try and make it again. He said, "Hey,
what time does church start? Church start at 10.
My service starts at 8. Shani missed her time 3 different times. She had the wrong time for Concord 3 different. She was like, it started this time. Then she went to the parking lot. She said, oh, we got an hour to wait. Then come to find out, she had another hour to wait. So do you know what time to go to Concord?
10 o'clock.
All right, just let me approve that outfit to church. There's a book of the Bible. Not sure how it's spelled. Yeah.
Habakkuk. Habakkuk. Yeah, you.
That's a book in the Bible, Habakkuk?
Yeah, I'm not saying it right, but yeah, it is.
Oh, Habakkuk don't get no love. I never heard of that book. Why don't they promote that?
They do promote it. They do. They have.
I never heard that in my life.
Yeah.
All right, we had a good week. Sexy Mo and Jay Black. I'll be back on Monday. I have to change it to my work clothes. Yeah. But it's a blessing. So I got to get these hours.
Yeah, the little blue jacket. It's cute.
I don't know what. I don't even think that's some type of blue. That's some type of aqua. What is that? I don't even know what color. Shani and Mike, what do your shirts say? This says boundaries matter, respect them. Hers is the popcorn princess because they got the popcorn popping today. They got a whole thing. So if you're in the area, well, never mind. When it's online, when they have it online, they will have it online and you'll be to order the popcorn. Mike, you can always get the Bible app. You know what? I'm going to get the Bible app. Oh, real quick. I met a fellow alcoholic that I met over 25 years ago. And he's been sober for over 20 years. So shout out to my homie. I always pronounce his name wrong. I'm going to get it right. What will be your Christmas break days?
We got a week to figure that out. Because next week is the week before Christmas. Christmas is on Sunday. So are we going to do a show Friday?
Yeah, we'll give the schedule on Monday. Remember, mint color. Remember, we're going to do promos. And we need y'all to share them. That's what we need. That's all we need. We need more than that, but we need that. We're gonna start with that right now. Start with that. We are our needy morning show. That's what we are. Okay, y'all. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. Hold up, Mike. That mental break stuff is real. I just found out myself. Stay up, homie. Word up. No, I appreciate that, and I'm in the process, baby. I'm walking this journey. So love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life. Fight for your happiness and never let anybody take it away from you. Michael Shawn, Shani Scott, Jay Black, Sexy Mo will hopefully all be back on the show on Monday. Please, y'all, be safe, careful, and like people, and be nice to people and all that good stuff. Just for no reason. Just be nice. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.